Coromandel Fishers by Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu, 13th February 1879 to 2nd March 1949, was a freedom fighter and poet of modern India. She took part in the national movement, became a follower of Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi, and fought for the attainment of Swaraj. She became the president of Indian National Congress, and later she was appointed the governor of the United Provinces, now Uttar Pradesh. Known as the Nightingale of India, as she was a noted poet. Her poetry includes children's poems, nature poems, patriotic poems, and poems of love and death. The first line of the poem is asking other fishermen to get up and start their day because the sun had already risen. We can say then that the first part of the poem expresses the liveliness of the fisherman embarking on yet another day of fishing. They know the sea well, and so they call themselves kings of the sea. Rise, brothers, rise. The wakening skies pray to the morning light. The wind lies asleep in the arms of the dawn, like a child that has cried all night. Come, let us gather our nets from the shore and set our catamarans free, to capture the leaping wealth of the tide, for we are the kings of the sea. Meaning, catamaran fishing boats. Why do the fishermen track of the sea gulls call, however? Those birds mark the fishing spots, as they can tell where the fish are. That is why the fishermen always follow them. The poet underlines the deep bond between them and the sea itself. To strengthen the message, a reader is suggested that the bond goes as far as to the sea god, who will protect the fishermen from any harm. Seagulls. Sea is our mother. Brother comrades. No longer delay, let us hasten away in the track of the seagull's call. The sea is our mother, the cloud is our brother, the waves are our comrades all. He who holds the storm by the hair will hide in his breast our lives. To hold the storm by the hair, ready for excitement. Sweet is the shade of the coconut glade and the scent of the mango grove. And sweet are the sands at the full of the moon, with the sound of the voices we love. But sweeter, O brothers, the kiss of the spray and dance of the wild foam's glee. Row, brothers, row to the edge of the verge, where the low sky mates with the sea. The last paragraph is again showing the deep connection of the people and the sea. It's not only that they like it, they actually prefer it over the blessings of the land, such as mangoes or coconuts. The last line finishes the poem in a circle of time. The sun sets, and so the fishermen are coming back to the shores. The poetess reminds us not to be content with temporary satisfaction, but to work towards the happiness and joy that we have found elsewhere. This last stanza holds a true metaphoric value, as it talks of the temporary satisfaction that some people faced under the rule of the British, as well as how all Indians knew that there was real joy to be found in living independently. This poem is beautifully and most poetically written. It is a great read for those who are willing to seek the message delivered through the secret passages of metaphors and allegories. What is a metaphor? A metaphor is a figure of speech that is used to make a comparison between two things that aren't alike but do have something in common. Unlike a simile, when two things are compared directly using like or as, a metaphor's comparison is more indirect by stating something as something else. A metaphor is very expressive. It is not meant to be taken literally. You may have to work a little to find the meaning in a metaphor. For example, the slides on the playground was a hot stove. In this example, you will find that slide and hot stove do not have anything alike, but hotness of both is equal. She is a peacock. In this sentence, a girl cannot be a bird, but the way she dances is like a peacock's dance. Now find out such metaphor in the poem. What is the difference between legends and stories and history? A legend can be defined as a traditional story that may or may not be true. On the other hand, history can be defined as a record of past events. A legend is a narrative that features human actions perceived both by teller and listeners to take place within human history and demonstrating human values, and which possesses certain qualities. For example, the story of Ramayana. The Ramayana, a Sanskrit epic, features a classic ancient kidnap plot. Sita, the wife of Ram, is stolen and taken by demon king Ravan on the island of Lanka. An army of ape-like men, Vanar Sena, along with his brother Lakshman, build a floating bridge, Ram's Bridge, between India and Lanka, from which they crossed over and successfully vanquished Ravan, the demon king. Although this elaborate tale is full of fanciful detail, the bridge itself actually exists. Aerial surveys clearly show a 48-kilometer long, 30-mile long submerged stretch of limestone and sand stretching between the two countries. This bridge, which is only a few meters below the water's surface in some parts, is likely the inspiration for the ancient Hindu legend. It was reportedly above the water until the 15th century. Then, a huge storm blew into the channel and sunk beneath the waves. Do you think it could have been tsunami? Bridge is here. Bridge built by army of ape-like men. Vanar Sena. Answer the following questions in one sentence. First, which two things the fishers took for fishing? Second, what is meant by leaping wealth? Third, who are the kings of sea? Fourth, who are fishers' comrades? Fifth, what is sweeter than sands on the full moon night? Answer. First, catamarans and nets. Second, fish. Third, fishers. Fourth, waves. Fifth, the kiss of spray and the dance of the wild foam's glee. Complete the following lines. First, sweet is the shade of the dash. Second, the sea is our mother, dash. Third, he who holds the storm by the hair will dash. Fourth, rise, brothers, rise. The wakening skies pray to dash. Fifth, row, brothers, row to the edge of the verge, where the dash. Answers are: first, coconut glade and the scent of the mango grove. Second, the cloud is our brother, the waves are our comrades all. Third, the morning light. Fourth, low sky meets with the sea. Match the following word with Marathi meanings. First, rise, delay, comrade, grove, verge, glee, spray, catamaran, dawn, to capture, काट, दोस्त मित्र, उठणे, आनंद, उशीर, तुषार, पकड़ने, पहाड़, बाग, वाटिका, उपवन, गलबत, नाव, दोपहर, दुख. The answers are rise, उठने, delay, उशीर, comrade, दोस्त, मित्र, grove, बाग, वाटिका, उपवन, verge, काट, glee, आनंद, spray, तुषार, catamaran, गलबत, नाव, dawn, पहाड़, to capture, पकड़ने. Write an essay on any one of the following subjects: my aim in life, adventures and holidays, autobiography of a farmer,